Hello and welcome. It's Mary Woodhall, your neurocoach, and today I want to help you to better manage your mental health and well-being during this pandemic. Today we are going to explore a simple mindful technique which I use all the time, and it will help you actively take charge of your thoughts during this unprecedented time. This simple exercise promotes safety and a sense of calmness almost immediately. So grab yourself a pen and a large sheet of paper as we're going to go through this together and create a plan that is personal to you. Welcome to 2021. I think most of us were glad to say farewell to 2020. However, just as many of us embraced renewed optimism and positive New Year resolutions, we've been met with more challenges, real extreme measures here in England. We've just been put into a strict national lockdown. So far from ideal start to the new year. However, the weeks ahead, even though the weeks ahead might be the hardest yet, today we'll be looking at how you can manage your stress and anxiety using a tool called the Locus of Control framework, which will help you raise awareness around which areas of your life you can control and which areas are controlled by external forces, which in simple terms are beyond your influence. This is a really great exercise to help you use during the pandemic, as it will help you to anchor yourself in a more positive place by accepting what is and is not within your control. This tool can be used across many areas of your life to help you work through a problem, whether that be a romantic partner or a financial situation that you find yourself in, perhaps even a child custody case that you're struggling with, divorce, anything like that, even bereavement. It can help you work through some of those feelings. So feel free to utilise this tool for all aspects of your life. So this exercise can be used for adults and children alike. After all, our children return to school for one day here in the UK after the holiday period, only to be told that the school is now closed again. Although my son, who's 6, thinks all of his Christmases have arrived at once, the fragility of the situation cannot be trivialised. Just as adults experience feelings of worry, depression, the loss of a sense of belonging and isolation, many children do so too. It's important to help our children to connect with their feelings around COVID-19 whilst also shielding them from overexposure to media, adult conversations, etc. So let's get started.
Begin by drawing 2 interconnecting circles which overlap in the middle, just like this one. Write your problem that you would like to work through at the top of the page. For example, COVID-19 anxiety. Remember, it's important to draw it out, as when we draw, we actively use both sides of our brain, the right for creativity and the left for logical thinking. Drawing helps us to stop looping about the problem in our brain and releases endorphins, which are the feel-good hormones, as well as helping to build new connections and neural pathways. Then label the left circle in my control and the right circle outside my control. middle section where the circles overlap is your realm of influence, which we will discuss later. So let's begin with what is outside your influence. So one thing that is on some people's agenda is the new virus strain, and that seems to be causing a lot of stress, in addition to the stock in our local shops being low. Apologies now, I'm just switching to a neater electronic format so that I can fit everything in, but please continue with hand-drawn your own diagram. So the things I can't control around COVID-19, just looking to the right of the diagram here, are statistics and facts. We're bombarded with the rise in number of cases per day, deaths, etc. Looking at the virus is spreading. No one really knows how long the virus will last. There's lots of speculation that there could be annual surges, etc. In addition to this, worry and anxiety caused by what people may or may not do to take care of themselves and to take personal responsibility for not spreading the virus. That's completely outside of your control. So in summary, the right side of this diagram highlights the things that may cause us stress. They are outside of our control. Take a moment now to pause the video and to populate this side of the circle. So looking now to the left hand side of the circle, what you can control, we know that hands have a crucial role in the transmission of COVID-19. We can become more mindful about not touching your eyes, nose and mouth with unwashed hands, not preparing or eating food and drinks with unwashed hands, etc. Self-care. So stress during an infectious disease outbreak can sometimes cause fear and worry about your own health and the health of your loved ones. Maybe your financial situation or job, loss of support services you normally rely on, etc. So you may experience changes in sleep, eating patterns, or you may be tempted to increase your use of tobacco, alcohol, etc. But during this time, it's really better to actively choose positive and healthy thoughts and behaviours. Don't overindulge in the media and get outdoors on a daily basis to just, get moving and think positively. Maybe listen to your favourite music or, focus on gratitude and what you do have in your life during this time. Adhering to rules such as staying at home, obeying the social distancing guidelines is also really powerful to put in this circle. And finally, reaching out to others for support or help during this time, such as the NHS volunteer service. You could collect shopping, medication or other essential supplies for vulnerable people in your local community. So feel free to populate that now and focus on, what things can you focus on that are going to make you feel better and keep you grounded during this time. So finally then, where the two circles overlap, this is our realm of influence, which in simple terms is really a statement or affirmation about where you are with what you can control. So for this exercise, I've inserted knowing that I'm doing everything I can in this really difficult and unprecedented circumstances to, survive mentally, emotionally, and to come out the other end. So good luck with this exercise.
So in summary, this exercise is about making a conscious decision about where you put your energy. It provides a platform for you to take charge of those unconscious thoughts which often take charge of us, even though we don't realise when thoughts of fear, anxiety and worry, etc. infiltrate our brain. The great news is that these exercises will help you to take charge of the unconscious thoughts that are taking place in your brain and to live a healthier, more positive life. And remember, as Louise Hay says, the power lies within you. Only you can decide what response you have to the pandemic. You always have choices. Make time in your schedule to work out what is within your realm of control, and reinforce this by revisiting the diagram several times per day to help reprogram your mind and to help you feel more grounded, and to remind you that you do in fact have choices and can actively choose to be in a safe place most of the time. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and comment below if there's something specific you would like me to resolve. Thank you.